Up next, Greg Brotherton is going to talk to us about Clerk, Coach, and Concierge.
All right, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about tools, so I thought I would start the conversation about the future and the present by looking back to the past in our communities. We said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum to put it on and I can move the world. And in this talk, Jefferson County is going to be the fulcrum and AI is the lever. So this is a dilemma that we constantly struggle with in Jefferson County. How do we work to keep wages up and revenues are flat, so how do we maintain or increase our level of service? I think AI can help. My name is Greg Brotherton, I'm the District 3 County Commissioner, and today I want to talk to you about a framework for AI in Jefferson County, looking at its use as a clerk, coach, and concierge. That's again Archimedes there. So let's take a minute to consider harms, because there are real documented harms already. We already see racial bias and everything from facial recognition to hiring algorithms. I've created the images for today on DALL-E using the golden age of comics prompt, which apparently is the same as MAGA, because there was a lot of biases even in mine. This is Pandora. I had to redo her with some clothes on. But Pandora is here to show us that we can't put it back in the box. Whatever our hopes or fears are, it's going to be here now. And we have a lot of functions, clerk functions in the county. The BOCC has a staff of 3 in this role, Carolyn Galloway, Adele McKnight, and Wendy Housekeeper. But every department, shout out, every department has clerking functions. And there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. Minutes are some of that low-hanging fruit, and minutes have an important AI best practice built into them. The human in the loop makes sure we don't all start living in some algorithmic hallucination, like the Matrix or TikTok. The minutes have to be checked by staff and validated before they're put into the public record, so it's an ideal place to start. You've probably recognized this guy on your Zoom screen occasionally. I've only started to work with Otter AI, but not only do I get minutes from public meetings, I get minutes from one-on-one meetings now that can give me action items that I can use to do the work that I need to do. And coach doesn't quite seem right, and I'm still workshopping this. Colleague might be a better option. But thinking about the staffing issues that we face now, if we all had a tireless subject matter expert on our shoulders, we could accomplish more with less. This is Philip Hunsucker, the sorcerer of Jefferson County. He works 7 days a week, literally. He would work 8 days a week if he could figure out how. If we could multiply him, even a pale, faceless copy of him, he might be able to not think about work on Saturday and Sundays, and that would be pretty good. I know Kung Fu. People might maybe know this line. It's from The Matrix. I can't really do a Keanu Reeves, but it's easy to rewire a light bulb, but I've used YouTube videos to help me change a belt on a washing machine or a dryer, and AI can help us do so much more. And concierge. We unfortunately probably all have already interacted with AI and call centers and whenever you're calling into a bank or something. And it's pretty frustrating. But there's a reason that they're doing that is because they're efficient and because they're mission driven. JeffCom 911 isn't part of the county government, but it houses some critical first responders, and I sit on that board. They looked into a program I played with to look at their non-911 calls because they have more of those than the 911 calls, the emergency calls. It was a blend of determinative and generative AI where, if you wanted, I was calling in to complain about fireworks or burn bans. They didn't ultimately pull the trigger on that, but this kind of application can allow our 911 operators to work on the emergency calls. Frontline phones are currently a capacity drain for many departments in Jefferson County, dealing with dozens of calls, often with the same question, often a little frosty. If an AI concierge can get the public the information they need or the form they need quicker and more efficiently, it's a win-win. So ultimately, we're in the age of AI. In a rural county without much infrastructure or tax base that is always punched above its weight, we can build capacity safely by using it as a clerk, coach, and concierge, and we can collect actionable data and present a better user experience to residents and viewers. That's Trump on the left there. I'm not quite sure if we're ready to be digging into our public records, but public record identification and retrieval is a huge burden for Jefferson County and many public agencies. Down the line, we can get into that. So this was my diverse think tank. I did manage to get one old guy at least, but One small step we've taken at Jefferson County is we've gotten a group of staff from all levels together to start having the conversations about AI. You know, noodling on the implications and applications and policies we need to develop. So back to Archimedes, which is what the other Bigfoots call this one, because he's always trying to move bigger and bigger things, just like Jefferson County. And AI is the lever in this. Jefferson County is the fulcrum, and what we need to do together is decide where do we want to put that fulcrum. So, thank you very much. I look forward to more conversation.